It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling.
Black on, get into it. Black on, look at that David Ford right there, that's his thing. Black on, he don't know Tom. Look at that David Ford, that's his thing. He don't know Tom. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can't see the demons. I can't see the demons, but I can see the light.
We are creating black luxury across this country.
All right. Hello. Oh, I can't sing in, Karen. Child, I had to put on David Ford right away because just when I was about to come on the line, I got comfortable and stuff. Baby, I had to run to the bathroom, but I was like, oh, we are not going to be back in advertisement for you. And so that way I can go ahead on and get to getting it carried on and all of that. So what's going on? What's going on? My tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, my tea leaf readers, my tea baggers, and my tea biscuits, honey. What's going on? What's your tea? What's your tea? What's your tea, darling? It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is, honey. So I hope you have all of your crumpets together because, darling, this time to dish tea. And you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meech. What's up? Okay. Now, y'all know, I swear to y'all, when the night air changes or whatever, remember on Good Times when Shirley Rapp was on there, she said, oh, this night air is murder on my lip gloss. Okay. Well, honey, this night air is murder for my damn sinuses, honey. My sinuses and my allergies, because it seems like when the air changes or the time stuff, child, all of my allergies start going up. So I know y'all looking at me like, how come every time this bitch got on the air, she always got tissue? She wiping her nose, she wiping her eyes. Well, I am the runny nose boy, honey. I've been the runny nose boy all of my life. That's number one. This big ass honker, honey. Well, okay, it is what it is. Number two, my allergies seem to act up at the change of the other thing. Like right now, because it went dusk, you okay? So, okay, we got that change. Then right at the sunrise or whatever in the morning, is that whatever that atmospheric continuum change or whatever, and whatever the pollination, child, I'm horrible. Oh, absolutely horrible, honey. Oh, don't make no sense. And I want to make sense of it, but I can't. So I just have to deal with it, right? So that there is that. And then, of course, I happen to be one of the children who I constantly have to have a mirror on me because I don't know when my nose is running, and that's sad. My nose runs so much to where I don't know when it's running at times. So imagine that trying to date, trying to sit there thinking I'm looking cute, ready to get my little sexy on and shit. But the sexy is already on. It's just that I'll be trying to this. See, the mucus that expels itself from my body is sometimes and most times it's runny and clear, right? The kind that we all, when we sit up there, do that. All right, that's cute. Okay, that we consider that normal. But bitch, I had that kind, the thick shit that want to linger right here, right in that goddamn corner, the one you got to dig in. I got the kind that get crusty up here, all up in here. Okay, in this part of the nose, where the ones when you're driving and they always have, how come they always digging in their goddamn nose? Because this shit done dried up and things, and you trying to get up in here making sure you clean. You try to blow, but it don't blow. Yeah. And nothing comes out because it's all up in here. Yeah, that's me. That's me. Mm-hmm. Trying to make sense out of it, honey. And I say, I swear, when the day comes around, 2095, somewhere around April 3rd, 2095. I think that's my date of demise, when I get to go home and see the children. When we get there and me and the Lord get to see each other face to face on the heavenly plane, not because I'm looking in the mirror, I'm gonna have to ask, why, Jesus? Why? Okay, make it make sense for me, honey. Because I don't get it. I just do not get it. Okay, I just do not get it. You understand? Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Let me go over here to the comments and see what's up in here. Tiffany Jones, hey, me, John, ready for the show tonight. Girl, listen, we finna get down. Thanks for going live on the weekend. This show helps me unwind. You're so appreciated. Oh, baby, thank you so much for that. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate you for that. Okay. Davino Oshun. Yeah, love you. Hey, baby. You know what? Listen, are you going to New Orleans? You're gonna be there. And I'm not coming to New Orleans. I need you though, because my New Orleans trip I need a redo on New Orleans. I really do need a redo on New Orleans because my first time there, it wasn't what we needed it to be, and that was what last year. Last year was my first time in New Orleans, and it was okay. It just wasn't the experience that I needed, and so my New Orleans trip got to do a redo. But I'm not going to be there for Big Boy Pride. What do they call it? We're gonna call it Boys in the Bayou. Okay, that's what we're gonna call that. So I'm not going to be there for that. I am trying to get together because I'm going to Houston. My plan is to go to Houston for what they call heavy hitters. I want to go experience what that's all about. Okay. Big Meech, I'm uploading my shows on Spreaker. Come on then, Groove. Okay. How about Flonase? It's worked with me when my allergies ran like a mug. You know what? Flonase does work. Now that will work. I loved it best when it was prescription form, but now that it's over the counter, like Claritin D used to work fabulous for me when it was a prescription. Now that you can get it over the counter, it's not prescription form. You know, it's not really strong, and they do all that shit, so you could do all that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. How's your hand doing? Are you still in pain, girl? Yes. Listen, they got me going to physical therapy, and okay, so you want to get into my day? I have started physical therapy yesterday, okay, for the first time. And so now we're trying to get it because, as y'all can see, okay, I'm trying to make a fist, and this is all I can do. Okay, you see that? It won't go unless I push it, right? Now, right there, it hurts, okay, because I'm trying to adjust it. But I could do it when I manually do it, but it hurts, okay? So what they're saying is I got to have an MRI on my finger because when he did the range of motion or whatever, my fingertip is supposed to go a 90-degree angle and it only goes at a 45. So they're thinking that if I torn any of my tendons or whatever in here, it's not completely torn, but wherever this is up here at the tip or whatever is where it's torn at. So I have to go and get an MRI done. So I'm waiting on them to schedule it and carry it on. Take a look at my finger, but all of this is connected together, right? Because the tendon run all the way down. So like when I clap my hands, try to snap my fingers or whatever, that shit hurts. Okay. And if I'm not taking my medicine, which I need to take, it's every 12 hours. They gave me naproxen. So I got to do that in order to keep all this together. I was like, So when I was in physical therapy, he said, I got to, now listen, okay. So I got to get relaxed, take my hand, and I got to bend it, right? Just a little bit. Enough for a stretch, but not to hurt. And I got to do this. Oh, okay, yeah, right there. I got to do this and hold it for what? He said 10 seconds. I try to go 20. And then release it. I got to do like 10 rounds of that. Okay. Then what did he do? I had to, okay. Yeah. I had to try to bring my tips to touch my hand. Right. So, ooh, that hurt. And try to get it as close as possible. And I got to hold it okay. That hurts. So yeah. So that's what okay, that's what we're doing, honey. So now to be in compliance, now catch this, because this is the company insurance. Okay, this is a workman's comp case. I got to go 2 to 3 times a motherfucking week to damn physical therapy. I was like, excuse me? Not cute. However, okay, this did happen on the job. And like right now, like I get, oh damn. Y'all know that feeling like when you get like something unpinched or you done like You know how you keep your hand in one spot so long and it feel like something undagged you or whatever, and then it's going to sleep and you got to work. That's what it feel like. And right all up in here and shit. So yeah, that's what's happening. What we got over here? Hey, baby. College Park on National in the house. That's my baby right there, honey. Okay. Ah, the BW, honey. He know what that is. Oh, bitch, you know you the hottest thing when you know I'm still reveling in that, honey. Oh. Yeah, I still got some. This is the last of the sangria, y'all. Y'all see that? I got some red Moscato up in here, and I was trying to open it, but that one is a cork bottle. This one was a twist cap, and I was shocked, and I'm like, oh, okay. But that's all right, because when this is empty, I'm going to go pop that cork, honey. So okay. So let's get into today's show, baby. Shall we? Are y'all ready for some tea? Now, it's going to be a hodgepodge of things today, because as I was putting the show together, I'm not, but you know what? You know, I can't overdo it, because y'all know when I get into my bottle, and y'all know what happened a couple weeks ago. I put the damn video on, bitch, and forgot the video was on. I had zoned the fuck out of the I zoned out. I forgot we were doing the show. And I got 20 minutes of dead air, 20 whole minutes of dead air in that space. And I'm down in the corner and I'm watching myself go through. I had nodded off a couple of times because I was sitting there in the ethers with the liquor and the wine and shit. And y'all know I'm a Boilermaker drinker. And the first time I had Moscato with vodka, remember? And so, I forgot all about this damn show. So I can't do that. I can't do that like that anymore. Okay. So I had to be real cute with when we got, you know, those spirits and things. Okay, we got to be cute. So I'm gonna take a slight little sip here and there. We're not gonna overdo it, because y'all are my audience and y'all deserve to have the grandest show that I could possibly give you at this particular time, right? And as technology grows and carries on, and we grow and move and get better and bigger equipment and more people to work with us and carry on, we'll be able to do even more fabulous things. Okay. So yeah, okay. Oh, I was saying I may have to go, you know, get some things off my chest, but I started laughing and carrying on. So I think I'm a little bit more like what I was when I was first doing the show, because y'all know that I am involved with our local politics here in College Park, Georgia. Y'all know I ran for mayor here and carried on. And we have had some things that go down with our last council meeting that has everybody up in flames and carrying on. And then last night, they had a town hall meeting. But the town hall meeting, if I be very honest with it, the town hall meeting was lackluster, okay? And it was lackluster because the people came to come and get answers, okay? Instead, what they got was an opportunity to have their bitches moan and their gripes heard. And that's part of it, and I like that. But we needed the extra part, okay? We needed the council to sit up there and to answer the questions. And the way how they set that up, that was just for information, okay? They had somebody there to give information about this, and then they didn't have the other person. They should have had the company do the talking and carrying on so that the questions can be asked. And then the council itself should have been there to answer questions. Now that there, I'm gonna rake them across the coals about that, because they should have set that up to where they were able to answer questions, okay, instead of just listening to the citizens. And so now, of course, we on social media, and everybody giving, they're giving their perspective of it and carrying on. And so when I go up in there and I hear, I'm watching them and I'm listening, I'm interjecting points, right? I'm like, okay, let's not necessarily do this. Let's be fair about this. You're right about that. Yes, you're right about that. But let's open this up and all that. So I'm trying to do it that way. And I have one particular person who just tried to, no, not tried to, he came from me. And so we're back and forth, and it's kind of like reading match with one another. But part of this thing is he got his damn panties in a bunch because he really doesn't care for the person who's his counsel person, okay, who happens to be a sister friend of mine, okay. And so he basically trying to tell me that because I'm friends with her, that I don't see her flaws and blah, 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 and that I'm not necessarily listening to them. And I said, dude, you're not hearing me, honey. I done said this countless times. I'm not trying to tell y'all how to feel because I can't tell you how to feel. What I'm trying to do is tell y'all how to be fair about it. I don't give a fuck what it is that you got to say. Open that conversation up. Because right now, it's just like, listen, you know how when you hell bent on something, you don't want to hear shit about shit. Okay, you done came up with your own theories, your own this, your own that. Can't nobody tell you nothing about no motherfucking crackhead. I don't want to hear that he was a church boy. I don't want to hear nothing about him going to church. I don't want to hear nothing about him singing the choir. I don't want to hear nothing about no goddamn crackhead sitting up there. All I know is that bitch smoked crack. That bitch broke in my motherfucking house. Did she still? No, she ain't still no, but she broke in my goddamn house. She could have stole something. She was going after my motherfucking jewelry. And if the bitch had got my motherfucking jewelry, I would have killed that hoe. I would have fucked it. You see how we get there? That's what everybody's doing. Okay. They done created their own narrative. They done created this. And now this is truth for them. And when this becomes truth, now trying to have a conversation with them, it becomes, but baby, wait a minute. Okay. You say he broke in the house, but he didn't take nothing. Okay, I know you mad that they broke in the house, but bitch, be glad that they didn't take anything. They didn't take nothing. They didn't take your idea, nothing. You ain't got to prove yourself to nobody. You didn't have to use your gun or nothing. So you ain't got to worry about whether or not, okay, let's open that up. No, okay, yeah. So now what? You got to get an alarm system, whatever. So yeah, you may have to come out of some money because now you got to get an alarm system and all that, Hell, it's a whoop his ass on site next time. I feel you. God, I feel you on that. But let's open that conversation up. But because you so hell, fuck that shit. Open up. I ain't talking about nothing but whooping that motherfucker's head. If we're there, nothing gets accomplished. And let me say something. I'm not saying that I'm above it and that doesn't happen to me because I'm a Pisces, honey. And one thing you cannot do is give me something to think about. Okay, you can't give a Pisces nothing to think about, child, because if we are the masters of the what if game. Okay, especially when we sit up here trying to put some shit together and we trying to piece it together. Bitch, we would what if? Bitch, we would what if you to, oh Lord have mercy. You know what? We need to make a board game. Okay, I could what if you so tough, bitch, to where I can make a board game out of it. Bitch, and get paid. You understand? So that's where we are. And I'm in a little better spirits now because at first I thought I was going to come up in here and read the fuck out this boy. But I'm not going to do that, okay? Because part of taking a higher road in all of this is being able to understand, which sometimes I get tired of being in this position. But you have to understand where everybody is coming from. And even though they don't think that you understand them until you throw it back at them, but I hear what you're saying. You're saying X, Y, and Z. Okay, but hell, I'm over here at GHI. I heard you, bitch. We done moved on from that. Okay. So because of that, that's where the problem is. And I had to then, step out, swallow my ego and carry on because you know how it get right there, it's stuck right there when and you feel all fiery and shit right here and the smoke coming off your neck because you really want to let this motherfucker have it. You have to press pause, swallow your ego and your pride, and then sit back and think and analyze it all in perspective. Well, okay. Now that I hear you, I can navigate this way. But what happens is folks get to pressing them damn buttons. And when they start pressing buttons, because they, it's just like being on the elevator. You got that one ass that want to hit and make the elevator stop on every fucking floor. And you tired, you sleepy, got caught in the rain or the snow, and you're wet. You're trying to they got the air blowing when it should have been the heat. So now you're trying to make sure you don't catch a damn cold. And then you got this motherfucking child. No, let's not put it on the child, because children will get away with that shit. You got that one ass that's sitting up there drunk and want to play on the elevator. And I hit every foot. Oh, I'm sorry. And you really want to fuck them up. But you know what? I'm going to catch a case if I do anything. So you sit there, you hold your hands, you're rocking. You even start singing spirituals, okay? Speak, Lord, speak to me. Mm-hmm. Oh, speak, Lord, speak to me. Okay, when y'all been there, you've been there. Y'all know what I'm talking about? How many y'all? Okay, put it in the comments if you know what the hell I'm talking about. Somebody put it in the comments. Say hell yes. Say hell yes, Deacon. Okay. Okay. Yes. So let's get in here. I'm going to start with this story because I have to read this. This is not a video. And I'm upset with this because I don't know how to handle this, because I just, when you hear this, you're like, follow with me. Wait a minute, you know what? Hold on. I said follow with me, and I didn't share. Oh, wait a minute, that's not what I'm trying to do. I went to the wrong screen. Hold on, y'all. I want to share this so that y'all can see it. Okay. Oh, no. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna share the screen because that may become a little too much. Okay. What I'll do is I'm gonna copy and paste the link. Okay. And hopefully, y'all know I was on. Facebook had restricted me. I couldn't share links for a little minute. They gave me a 7-day suspension, and they still didn't tell me why. I don't know. What is that? Okay. Hold on. Hold on. I'm coming, y'all. Oh, not like that. Wait a minute. I just did that to myself. I heard myself say that, and I was trying to catch it at the same time. Okay, yeah. Not like that. I'll be with you in a moment. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, that was funny. That was funny. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, I want to put this. I'm putting this link here as well. Okay, over here on the Facebook, as I'm trying to do. Okay, that link there is to this particular story. Okay, that I'm about to read to you. Okay, hold on. You know what I forgot to do? Let me also. I got to do this real quick before we do that. Okay. Hold on, y'all, because I forgot to send the link over to my people so they can come on up in here with me. Okay. Wait a second. I'm coming. I'll be with you in a moment. Let me stop saying it that way. Let me stop saying it that way. Okay, I'm gonna put it over here so that the children come on up in here, honey, if they feel it. I don't know who's available tonight. But you know what? In the meantime, while I'm doing this, let's all sit down and have a moment and reflect upon the life of Mr. Louis Gossett Jr., Lou Gossett, baby. Oh, that came across my feed this morning, and I was just, I'm devastated. I'm so devastated with that because, here's something that is very real, y'all, that we have to talk about it because it's so real. Being of a certain age, all of our heroes and sheroes and carrying on, honey, they're aging out. They're leaving. And again, when you don't know a world without these folks, honey, it becomes like, what? You know what I'm saying? These folks have been there all of my life. He was 87 when he passed. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that there is a little piece of everything, honey. So we want to celebrate Lou Gossett. And oh, what a wonderful, wonderful talent. I wish I had the opportunity of meeting him. I met Richard Roundtree, who I've always thought they should have played brothers in a movie or something. And I really need to utilize, oh, they done remove the content. Damn it. I was going to show y'all this other video, honey, that I was trying to get to, that they done took it down. Damn. And of course I did not save it. Okay, y'all ready? I got what I need. Let me get to getting. Okay. Theo, what's going on, Light Man? What's up, my brother? Having fun, are we? We always have fun, my Pisces brother over there. Okay. Y'all know this is the last weekend in March, so my birthday celebration, honey, is winding down for 2024. 3 more days left. No, 4 actually of a celebration. So, and I really didn't do a lot this year. I didn't do a lot because I had a couple other things on my mind and trying to work out some things in my head. If you are in Atlanta and you are someone who is an organized specialist, that I can get somebody to come up here and do some pro bono work for me because the bitch is my money tied up in other places, call me. Okay. Yeah, the Lou Gossett passed. He passed today. Yeah, honey. I'm saddened. I'm so saddened. Okay, let me get into this. But it says principal allegedly hurt and threatened to kill a first grader with gay parents. Okay. This is dated for Tuesday, March 26, 2024. A Milwaukee public school principal has been accused of viciously bullying and harassing a first grader student whose parents are gay. A recently filed federal lawsuit alleges that Kasongo Kalumbula, currently the principal at MPS's Bethune Academy, singled out the unnamed student for physical and verbal abuse while he was an assistant principal at the Milwaukee French Immersion School, MFIS for short, between the fall of 2018 and sometime during the 2021-22 school season. According to CBS 58, the suit alleges that Kalumbula, quote, began a campaign of harassing and threatening conduct targeting, end quote, the student that lasted several years following a meeting with one of the first grader's parents to address bullying the student had been subjected to on the playground. During the initial meeting with Kalumbula, okay, and the school's principal, Kalumbula allegedly screamed, "No queers is going to speak to me like this," quote unquote. Kalumbula allegedly locked the student in the dark room for over an hour in the spring of 2019 and threatened to kill him if he told anyone. After he was again bullied by other students for having gay parents in the spring of 2021 rather, Kalumbula allegedly told the student that most people believe that it is wrong to be gay and that he, Kalumbula, believed that gay people are, quote, evil and will, quote, burn in hell. After a new MFIS principal informed Columbia that the student's parents have expressed concerns about the harassment the following September, Columbia allegedly shoved the child against the wall in the school's hallway. Columbia allegedly, quote, grabbed the child by the arm, end quote, pulling him into the office a few days later. According to the lawsuit, which means Columbia, as well as the Milwaukee Board of School Directors, the student's parents repeatedly attempted to address the situation with Milwaukee Public Schools. But they allege, quote, at no point did anyone from the MPS administration offer supportive services or protective measures, end quote. Instead, the suit claims they faced hostility from the staff that was so severe that they eventually moved their child to a school in another district in the middle of the school year. The student remains in treatment for anxiety and trauma resulting from Columbia's alleged harassment. The suit also claims that at least 3 other LGBTQ plus families pulled their children out of MFIS due to Columbia's, quote, discriminatory attitudes, end quote. In a statement to CBS 58, a spokesperson for MPS declined to comment on the lawsuit, but said that the district, quote, takes its responsibility for students seriously and acts when issues are identified, end quote. Okay. First off, let me see if we can sit down and find something about Mr. Kasongo. Okay, I like the name. That's a hot little name, isn't it? Kasongo. Oh, that's so strong. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Here in Milwaukee. Okay, so he comes up. But what I want to know is exactly where he's from. Okay. Because of course, with a name like that, you know, we are assuming he's from the motherland. Okay, now what part we do not know. Of course, I'm trying to see if there's any information on him somewhere. Okay, anything about him, anything about, you know, his lineage and this, that, and the other. In addition, I want to find out how old he is, you know, and how long he's been in this profession. Oh, wait a minute. Child, stop. This could not be. Why do I have his name, address, a parent phone number from fastpeoplesearch.com? Say he's 45 years old, lives in Milwaukee. I won't give his address. And they, of course, you know, this is one of those search things. Okay. Wow. So he's approximately 45 or ish or whatever. Okay. This will say he's 46, so this must be an updated one. Okay. But okay. So all right, let's get into it, because here's where this is for me. Okay. First off, this here is as a prime example of when we talk about your personal beliefs should not interfere with how you govern and how you take on your responsibilities. Now we understand what your character, what your moral compass is or whatever. We understand how what your belief system is, you know, how it governs your life. But when you're dealing with the public, okay, particularly when you're dealing with somebody else's kids, okay, there's a fine line to be toted. And because you disapprove of the baby having gay parents, why are you sitting up there fucking with the child? Allegedly. Okay. Why is this? And what has come of this? Why is this so pertinent? Wait a minute. You know what? Because I saw the lawsuit. There was another report that said it was a lawsuit. Let me pull that up. Oh, this was from 3 days ago. Oh yeah, that's the same one. And he was and he's an assistant principal. That's the part. Okay, you're an assistant principal. I lifestyle, quote unquote. Okay. So why do you the biggest thing I have, why are you taking this out on the children? This ain't got nothing to do with the child. See, you know what? Okay, now let's go there. Let's go there. See, this is what's pissing me off, and I'm feeling myself rising. Because for so long, y'all always wondering about, what about the children? What about the children? You should be putting this on the kids. Well, how am I putting this on the kids when you done sit down and allegedly done slung the child up against the wall and quote unquote, they quoting you saying that, oh, you know, people don't approve of your parents' lifestyle. So how is it that that's the child's responsibility if you said keep this away from kids? See, this is all you motherfuckers out there who want to always have that argument about what about the kids? Oh, y'all gonna make these kids gay like y'all. I've been around straight folks my entire life, and that didn't make me straight, baby. Okay, my parents were as straight as they come, straight as boards, child. Y'all heard me say this too many damn times. I walked in on my parents having sex so many times, it ought to be a crime. It ought to be a fucking crime, okay? That did not make me straight. It didn't. I'm sorry to inform you, honey. It did not make me straight. And so now you have this administrator who's the assistant principal at the time of this school. How is it? And it seemed like it stems from when the parents came up to discuss the thing about the baby being bullied on the playground. And apparently whatever they said in that conversation, you mad? You mad? Really? About what? What you mean that no gay person is going to talk to me this way? Excuse me? Were they rude or disrespectful? Because that should have been, I would not be disrespected. You said, okay, according to this, no gay person is going to talk to me like this. So now we got division. We got classification here. Okay. Which means that you can't, that this has become very prejudiced out. There's nothing here that says this is going to be fair because you already have preconceived notions of what you think I'm about. You already have preconceived notions of how this is going to be because you done already said, don't no gay person talk to me like that. It's the same thing when whites used to say about blacks. Okay. How we used to have to, you know, blacks couldn't look at whites in the eyes and carrying on. All that old stupid shit. Okay. You talking to a white man like that? Y'all watch The Color Purple? Would you like to be my man? Hell no. What did you say to me? Okay. Same thing. Same thing. You understand? So you have these preconceived notions about all of this. And it's not fair. But why are you, grown 45-year-old motherfucker, why are you taking this out on a first grader? So let's look at that. First grade is what? First grade, kindergarten is 5. Okay? 5 turning 6. First grade is 6 turning 7. Okay? So we got 7, I'll even say 8 if he got pulled back. We got a 6 to 8-year-old child who is being slung up against walls. You are physically putting your hands on the baby, you know, not that he did something wrong. You targeted the baby out because you mad at his parents for being gay? And if someone were to come up there and whoop his ass, just on GP, see, then it would become a whole big old to-do, wouldn't it? wouldn't it? It'd become a whole big old to-do over nothing. Oh, he ain't did nothing. That's so wrong. Why they sit up there and jump on him like that? Oh, they need to all go to jail. That don't even make no damn sense. Oh, really? Oh, really? But yet you want to take your your personal beliefs, possibly your spiritual beliefs, and you're going to interject that on a child and ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Trying to all this baby know I got two parents. Okay? And I'm assuming that these were gay men. Okay? Because it doesn't say if these were fathers or whatever. Did y'all hear that in the article? I didn't hear that. They just said that one of the parents came up. They didn't classify the gender. Okay, no queer is going to speak to me like this, quote unquote. Okay, no. The first graders' parents to they never identified that the gender of the parents. Okay, so I'm going to assume that that they're gay men. Okay. However, let me throw something in here because I want y'all to get the severity of this. Let's get the severity of this. Because here's the other thing. They kept the baby's name out, because it's a child. They did not identify the gender of the parents. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go to this other article. Let me go to the other article and let me see if they did it in this article. Hold on. This is from WKOW.com. And see, you know what? Okay, no, it doesn't. What I don't like about these other pages and stuff is that everybody jump on the story and now you could just copy and paste shit. So they said the exact same thing that I read earlier. Okay. Yeah, that's the news channel. They're in Milwaukee, but I'm trying to. Oh Lord, what is this? I got a Twitter link, y'all. Y'all give me a second, cause see, I want to see if there is, if it talks about who these children are. No. No, it doesn't. But they put the picture of Kasongo up here. He's kind of cute though. But it doesn't say. It doesn't say. Okay, never mind. Come up out of here. Okay, see, I'm in this thing, honey, and I'm kind of that way because I want to see. I just want to see what this is. Okay. Oh, that's the same thing I just read. So this is the actual news story from CBS 58. Okay. Yeah, they still have not addressed the gender of the children. I mean, of the parents. They have not. But what I am gonna here's what I'm trying to say. Okay. And let's say, for instance, because we always know that in most cases like this, when they don't identify the folks, that most of the time that they're white. Okay. So here's the thing. Let me throw this out here because I want y'all to get this. And I know y'all gonna say I'm tripping, but let's trip. Okay? Let's fucking trip. Let's assume that these children are white, and I'm assuming that they are because they did not identify anything. We know the teacher is black. Now let's say Kasongo Kalumbala, okay, is a black man. Okay, I'm going to assume he's from the mother continent based on his name. Let's assume that the children, the parents and the child are Caucasian. Okay, would that be racially motivated if they had their posse come up there and whoop his ass? If all these white folks had came up there and stomped the shit out of his ass because he threw these kids up against the wall and all that kind of jazz, this child, would we then see that as being racially motivated? Would we then want the NAACP to come out and say, oh my God, these white folks done attacked this black man? Because y'all know that's what the first thing we gonna do. Why? Because of the headlines, right? But that's and a lot of y'all will say that's apples and oranges. I'm trying to get y'all to understand the severity of this. Okay. According to what they're saying, and this is a federal lawsuit, if this assistant principal, who was so much so to where when he did this, he was in a whole nother school system, still in Milwaukee, but he was in another system. You sat up here and did all this, changed school system, and you did it there, and then they said they had 3 other queer parents take their kids out of the system because of the same thing. Why is it that this is ongoing? See, again, we talking about Florida. Florida got the don't say gay bill, as they call it, going on. They don't want drag shows. They're trying to tell you that the parents you're supposed to be in control. That I remember years ago, Oregon tried to have a similar, some kind of legislation to where they said gays couldn't have kids, gays couldn't own homes, they were trying to get limited on your job, and if you came out on your job, whatever, they want to fire you, and all that stupidness. Okay, and oh God, I was in my early 20s. This is, and I was just starting to perform. This had to be 93-ish up in there, and Oregon was going through all that. Okay. Why is it that we are allowing this to permeate us? Okay. It's one thing to disagree. It's one thing to be on your job and carrying on and you have your principles. But anytime that starts to overlap and, cross the line to where it becomes assault, it becomes a whole different narrative based on you being professional. Something's not right. And how is it that you have brought how is it that you have brought this kind of treatment to a child? Now, here's the child thing, because y'all know I'm very sensitive when we talk about, but what about the children? Y'all know that razzles me. But you physically put your hand on this 6-year-old baby about a conversation that you want to have with his parents. But instead of you having it with the parents, you're going to take it out on the baby. Somebody help this make this make sense for me. What if this was your child and we don't even like for our own blood relatives to put their hands on our kids these days? And you talking about over something that has nothing to do. That's a subject perhaps we haven't even had that conversation with my baby yet. You know what I'm saying? How is it that you, dear man, want to put your whole belief system on that, and you over here in the States? See, here's the key. This is why I want to find out where he's from, because perhaps that's what they do over in his country, where he's originally from. Okay, perhaps this is what is normal behavior for him. Perhaps. But honey, you over here in the States now. You over here. And what they say, when in Rome, you do as the Romans do, or whatever the case may be. How come you are not in line with the proper guidelines? How many other students have you done this to? I want to know about the witnesses who actually saw him do this. Okay. So I'm having issues with that. I'm having severe issues with that. What say you? Let me go up here to the comment. I'm gonna go back because I missed some when I went to go posting this damn thing. Speak, Lord, I'm willing to listen. Yep. I know what you're talking about. Okay. I had to reread that because that was funny. Okay, now I don't even know what the hell that's supposed to be. Okay, I think I hit something and sent that and wasn't trying to. Okay. Yeah, that might be something I tried to see and I don't even know what the hell that was. Okay. Hello, Mr. Graves. How are you? Okay, yeah, I had read that already. Hey, Chris, what's going on? Yes, Louis Gossett Jr. Thank you. Yes. He crossed the, just think, honey, no, that's more than across the line. Now, you know why some people put his information on blast in hope someone else would do some work on him. It's against God to abuse children. A 6-year-old, I don't care what the parents are. Perhaps the idiot is just jealous of the parents. Oh, that's good. Somebody should work on his ass. Ha! Okay. A hashtag, exclamation point. How about that? Now that, you know what? That's something to consider. That there is something to consider. Okay. Because, you know, when we're dealing with these kinds of things, that onion can start to blossom in so many different damn ways, because what you just said there, as far as putting him on blast and having somebody else show up at his door or whatever, because just like I just did, I just put his name in. I just did a Google search on his name, and that came up in the People Finder thing, right? So if people want to know or got connections to get his personal information, okay, yeah, what is that? To show up at his house, all unexpected and carrying on, and do to him what he did to this baby. Just grab him by the arm and snatch him and sling him into the wall some damn where. Lock him up in the closet. Okay, how about that? You ready to come out? Lock his ass up in the closet. Answer, you ready to come out now? You ready to come out of the closet? Oh, that's funny. Okay. But what if there was a retaliation contingency to this? If somebody put that into play, okay? And with the craziness that we're living in this world today, what if someone were to do just that? Show up at his doorstep. What if the parents who feel as though they didn't get justice, what if they became unstable and went and shot this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Especially living in a climate now where we have so many kids who have been abused or whatever, and parents take that and they take on that and say, I wasn't there to protect my child. You know what I mean? What? Yeah. Okay. That's too much for anybody to have to deal with. Anybody to have to deal with, and the pressure of all that. And on top of it, as a gay parent, you know, I'm here now. What we don't know is if this is his biological child or not. And I'm you know what? I'm putting that in there to be fair in the conversation. But it doesn't matter because if this is his child, that's their baby. They raising him. They got him in no house. You cooking, cleaning, you know, going to the doctor, all that kind of stuff. You're raising this child. Okay. So whether or not this was a biological child or not is irrelevant. But I think the point that I wanted to make is, even if no, that's a weak point. That's a weak point because as a parent, when you take on the responsibility of a parent, your whole MO is to protect the child. Okay. And to know that I'm there. And for a baby to walk away saying, oh my God, you are not there to protect me, or to, you know, and it's so young, a first grader. My concern also becomes those who try to protect him. Those who feel as though he may have been right and want to come to his aid. Because that's where it gets scary. If y'all wonder why in the States, why the kids, the Glisten, the gay lesbian student, what is it? Is it Education Network? I know there was the Gay and Lesbian Student Alliance, but then Glisten was the Gay and Lesbian Student. I think it was the Education Network. You want to know why those things exist? Why is it that folks feel as though they have to do that in a public school? Because if they don't feel as though they're protected, or because someone would bring in their personal feelings into this, their spiritual beliefs into this, and I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to get over these humps. I'm in the space to where I need to have protection because I don't even know if I have it at home with my parents. And other students around here who feel like I feel and this, that, and that, we need to know what's going on. We need to create our own safety net. We need to create our own alliances. And then this was the gay, lesbian, oh no. This was gay, lesbian, and straight alliance. That's what that was. Because the whole idea was that the gays and the lesbians and the straights were coming together to say, we're here and we're joining forces, okay, to eradicate, okay, homomesia and carrying on. And I'm saying mesia versus homophobia because the suffix mesia means fear. I mean, it means hatred. Homophobia means fear. Phobia means fear. And most folks don't fear gay folks. They ain't scared of gay folks. They hate it. They don't like it. They disagree with it. So we're trying to change the word from homophobia to homomesia. Okay, transmesia. They're trying to, because it's all about the hatred and the strong dislike. Okay, because ain't nobody scared of gays, and they ain't scared like that. You know, to where you're gonna run away, and it's not that at all. But that's why the students were trying to do that amongst themselves so that they can create alliances and show their likeness versus their differences, you know, and to hang on to the differences and be like, this is what makes us unique. This is my journey. That's your journey. Just like I got brown eyes, you got blue eyes. They got green eyes. This one got cat eyes. You know, that whole thing. This is what makes you you. So, okay, let's move on to the next story. I'm going to play something for y'all. And I'm going to read the caption that came here in the on the Instagram feed that this comes from. Okay. Take a look at this first.
There's a bald spot right here.
No, there's not a bald spot right there. No. You always critique your haircuts like this, huh? What do you want me to say? You want me to say he nicked you up a little bit?
Yes.
Let me see. I can braid your hair differently.
Can you fix this?
Look at me. I always can fix it better. Whatever it is, I can make it better. I'm Mrs. Make It Better. I'm your mommy. I'll make it better. Give me a wallet. Go pay. And then speak with your chest. Say, I don't like how you took too much off the top, and I see what you did right here. And that wasn't fair. Say it with your chest too. Say next time, what you gonna say to him?
I don't like how you took too much off the top.
Say it with your chest. Look at me. Say it. Tell me how you gonna tell him.
I don't like how much you took off the top.
I don't like how much you took off the top. Say it again.
I don't like how much you took off the top.
You usually get me together, but today I don't even like how much you took off the top. I see this part right here. I don't like it. Look at me. What you gonna tell him?
I don't like how much you took off the top.
And say it with your chest. And go pay the man. And when you don't like the service, you don't tip, okay?
All right. Come through, Mr. Mama. What should they say it with your chest? Say it with your chest, honey. Say it with your chest. As she popping that gum, her titties all like that carried on, honey. Come on, Mr. Mama. Okay. Now let me read y'all what she put down up under this as her post, okay? Because she put this up here about that. She posted it up there today. And she says she's a boy mom. And she asks, do you take your sons to get his or their haircuts? She said, it used to bother me a lot to do things for my sons that I've always felt their dad should do. Even after the warden moved with his father, I still take time to get his haircut. And I still take him to get his haircut. His father has never taken him to the barbershop in his entire life. I guess it's our thing now. I always pray I can handle situations in the way that offers my sons teaching moments. I'm definitely not a man. I do my best to support, though. Even when it feels like call your daddy or tell your dad, they still end up leaning on me. I guess that's okay. I'm a hashtag boy mom, and it comes with the territory. Okay. Now, what are your thoughts on that? Okay. What are your thoughts on that, children? Talk to me. Okay. Talk to me today. Okay. Do y'all feel she got a point? Huh? All right. Thanks, Theo. Go have a good time. So what are your thoughts on that about the boy mom? Because we always hear about the girl dads, right? And this, that, and the third. We've seen some beautiful things with dads and their daughters and this, that, and the other. But here we have a boy mom, okay? And the teaching lesson here is getting him to stand up for himself, to, let the people know that he was not really paying, he ain't feeling his cut. He fucked up his head, okay? And et cetera, et cetera. I had that happen one time. And what I was mad about was, this was my barber. It was my son's barber. And he took me to him. And I got my hair cut from him a couple times. But this particular time, honey, he sat up there and wanted to go designer on my head. And usually I come back and I do a V, line. Well, he almost made a W because he fucked up and he was trying to cut a W in my head. And before I was going bald or whatever, every time since he had done that, folks would look down there and say, oh, they tried to put a W in your head or something. And so that never did right. And at that particular time, of course, I didn't see it because, my son Pete was like, oh, child, he hooked your back up. He hooked your back up. That is so cute and so unique and so different. But he never did take anything off. He didn't, he wanted his full paid care. I was like, what the hell? And he had admitted that he did a mistake, but he didn't want to take nothing off that damn haircut. And that was the last time I went to him. Okay. Now, in this particular case, here we had the mama trying to teach him, say it with your chest. What you going to say? Say it again. Okay. Say it again. This, that, and the third. And here's something that she said in there. He lives with his dad now, but the dad still don't take him to go get his hair cut. Okay, so in that regard, what do y'all think about this particular case here? Is she just being a mama? It's cool because she a mama, she just taking care of kids. What is it that you feel, about that? Okay, hold on. Let me see what's going on here. What you say? Big Meech, yeah. Madam Frumpy is about to regain her throne. The pro tem and the newbies have made a serious legal mistake. We'll talk about that in a minute. We'll talk about that in a minute. And she's not about to regain her throne. She never left it. Okay, you know what? Goddamn it! Hold on. Cause see, this is. I'm trying not to cuss this bitch out, but damn it, fuck it. Okay, that's the part that a lot of folks that have either refused to realize, and after this past meeting, after the past council meeting, there is no way on this God's conscience that she could ever say that they tried to silence her ever again, because what she did in that meeting, she's always had the fucking power to do. The thing of it is that when Karn was trying to get them to vote to have discussion before we call for the motion, she declined to do it that way because she wanted to follow Robert's rules of order. I remember that all day. They sat there going back and forth between the two of them about that so that they could have discussion before the motion to get all the business out the way. See, in the Robert's Rules of Order, once they call the motion and the motion is accepted, there's a motion on the floor. Then if you say discussion, that's when they get to debate, okay, or discuss. It's called a debate because since this whole Robert's Rules thing, we've been kind of looking up on it. They call that debating. Well, if they are in the middle of a debate, her being the moderator of the damn thing, she can't interact. So she's not supposed to talk when they talking and about to call the vote. She can't. Now she can talk after the vote has been made. She can always talk before, as long as they're not in debate. She did that perfectly this past council meeting. Okay, perfectly. And I want to see what the legal mistake was that you're talking about, because there was no legal mistake that I know of. I got to hear what this is, because when the motion, this here motion that they fucked up and skated through on this thing, the motion was a dead motion. It never was seconded in order to go call for a vote. So it failed. It was a failed motion. It never got there. So this particular Monday, this particular day, they went to go reintroduce a motion. They're legal to do that because the motion had no traction. You know that. But I want to hear what you're saying is their legal mistake, because right now, there's nothing signed, number one. And there's a number of things that's going on with that. And this town hall meeting that she was not at, she didn't show up last night, which I thought was rather interesting, since they keep coming, she ain't got no damn voice. She didn't show up to that. Councilwoman Arnold wasn't there either. But at the same time, here's where this is, and this is not to throw Tracy up under the bus. It's going to sound like it though, but that's not what this is. Okay. My whole thing about this is that everybody is on Jamel. They on Jamel because Ward 1 set up there and they holding her to the standard, but no one has ever questioned how come Tracy voted yes on that too. Because she's new to the whole conversation. So I'm trying to understand that. And I've been dealing with Ward 1 folks forever and a day. Now, Joe is my councilman. Okay, but I'm fucking with these bitches because they sit up there talking about something that we've taken up for Jamel and not seeing her faults. No, I get her faults, and I don't have to air my faults to you that I air to her personally. But like, girl, okay, let's talk. I don't have to air that out. But at the same time, what we ask for is a comprehensive look at the issues, because these bastards have zoned in on the mistakes, and because they didn't want her there in the first place, that's all they talk about. Well, she done fucked that up. She fucked that up. That. Oh, we need to recall her, and it's only 90 days. Monday, April 1st, will make only 90 days of this administration. From January 1st to April 1st. It's only 90 fucking days. And yet, we are in such an uproar because folks didn't want it there. Okay. Madam Frumpy sent evidence to different investigative agencies, and I received a call from a close family friend who was involved in looking at this. Trust me, Big Michi, that's all needed to walk away from this deal. You said they all need to walk away from it and let it die. Then let it die. You know what? Then so be it. So be it. And my whole thing is this. The idea is if everybody and all of your constituents are saying don't do it, let's go there. Because that's who we work for. Okay? If the constituency is saying don't do it, then fuck it. Don't damn do it. But here's the other thing with this, and I need to see this paperwork, because it's not just College Park that's in on this. See, we're only saying that it's okay to rezone it so that the project can be done. Everybody jumping on these folks, but they ain't saying shit about South Fulton, because South Fulton still got the vote to say yay or nay about the project. They're the ones who can say the project could come in. We just got the land because of how funny the damn annexes are. So they want us to rezone it so they could say yeah or no. The project still don't have to be greenlit if South Fulton say no. So that's what all this is. But the thing of it that happened Monday, the way how all of it went down, which is what everybody's mad about, is how it went down. Yeah, that was fucked as hell. That was fucked up all day. That was fucked up all day. There's no way around that. There is no way around that. You backdoored that. You backdoored that and thought that it was going to be okay. And then, because you got grilled, and here's something that made that so that way. And that was for city manager to sit up there, no. How you brokering a motherfucking deal that's $1.6 million and you don't have answers? How? That's the part. Okay. Now I realized that in order to get it to where it was going, that Gabe talked to everybody independently and things of that nature. And so that's how they got to their particular vote. Okay. And Carr still declined it. But even in that particular situation, where was the paperwork to sit up there and where's the paperwork? That's what all this is. So if this is going to go down as a faux pas, as a major mistake, okay, these are learning lessons for the two newbies, because shit, okay, we thought it was a good idea, but all right, no, let's backtrack, you know, and call it grace, you know. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's documented. They put that in the video that she, from this particular company, she received like $3,300 in her campaign donation. Which here, look at it from this particular standpoint. This whole thing, they reached out to Roderick. See, Gabe was the one who reintroduced the motion. They reached out to him. Because in the initial motion, Gabe was not there. We don't, they, of course, you know, everybody who went back and listen, Madam Frumpy, honey, got her motherfucking people on this, okay? Again, that passive aggressive shit that she loved to do, she got her people to do this. Because immediately, everybody knew which council meeting to go to that had all this shit. Because as soon as this went down, that shit went up on the Facebook page. Everybody said that go to October 2021, go to August 7th, 2023. Then they put the clips up there already. How the fuck y'all know this that quickly? Number one. So of course, you know, all that is carrying on. Then of course, they went to go pull records. They always want, you know what, when it comes down to this, and I swear to you, you know, this is the ugly side of politics and carrying on. When they don't like your ass, honey, when the citizens do not like you, they will come together, bitch, and find all your damn skeletons just to throw it up at you. Now, they have never been a fan of Roderick Gaines, and neither have I, okay? At the same time, when it was found out that he was the one to reintroduce this motion, bam, they looked up this company, and of course they went to go see who was accepting campaign contributions, because the first thing they want to say is all this shit is under corruption. This is corruption. Y'all lining your pockets. Y'all lining your pockets. And they're saying, we ain't lining our pockets. We trying to get money for the city. They promising us this, Dr. D. Semantics or whatever, call me crazy, call me optimistic. I don't think in this particular case that anybody's necessarily lining their personal pockets. I think they're trying to carry out what is in the thing, okay? And my Achilles heel and my whole card is that this is the same thing that Ambrose Clay was trying to broker in before he got up out of here. So now that Jamel is in the seat, it was reintroduced. She said she went to Ambrose and talked to him so that she'd get a better understanding, because she was against the project at first. And they quick to blast her for that. They quick to blast her. This is what she said. Got her whole damn her whole speech of what the people say they don't want it, and the people 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 and the people's and then the people said, and then the people and then the people and the people. Okay, they done blasted the shit out of that, right? All right, fine, because she said it, and then she said, yes, I was against this, and after looking at the data, after talking to my predecessor and going through what he said and going through it, I saw how this can benefit the city. Don't nobody want to hear that from her. Don't nobody want to hear it, okay? Don't nobody want to hear it? Because everybody like, fuck it. I don't want to hear in my city. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Okay. But we already got it, loosely. And I say that because my argument about the project and how I end up changing my mind was this. Everybody got 2, 3, 4 of these in the damn house. Plus they got a computer. Plus they got a microwave. Everybody got all these damn things. Lithium batteries, honey. Lithium-ion batteries. All right? So if you got 16 of these in your damn house by yourself, everybody in the house, now everybody got a cell phone, got lithium-ion batteries. So this whole thing about potential fires and carrying on, we all had them same potentials. We've seen the commercials, not the commercials, we've seen the news reports about how folks were trying to charge their phone, they caught fire, how the phone got too hot in the man's pocket and he got burned. We see these. We know this. We all know this. We know this. Okay. So, if we always know this, and yet we still use these damn things, they done told us don't put the phone to your ear, honey, because the radiation from the phone can fry your brain. So everybody got we got earbuds and this, that, and other to keep it from. We already doing this. We already doing it. So it's there. As far as the dangerous stuff is concerned, listen, we got so many gas stations in these neighborhoods to where shit, you can't get more dangerous than goddamn petroleum. And you're talking about potential fires, and the way how folks like to smoke and pump gas at the same time, the way how motherfuckers like to drive 65 miles an hour just to pull up to the pump, the way how folks like to shoot at gas stations. Okay, so the fear that the folks have is warranted. I'm not saying that it ain't real, because potential is potential. The thing of it is that we've allowed that fear to take over, and nobody outside of Ambrose Clay, nobody has done a comprehensive look at this thing to weigh out the pros and the cons, to say yay, nay, indifferent, or whatever. All we heard is batteries, fires, hell no. They're not looking at it over here, how the battery could be, they're trying to put the little grid up in there to where it's a power grid. That would be wonderful over here, because I know in Brocadero, every time the fucking storm hit, we get a major storm, We are out. My building especially gets hit all the time. So we're out of power for up to 2 days. You know, and everything in here is a damn electric. So we're not looking at it from a comprehensive standpoint in order to make a better decision or a well-informed decision outside of being based in the fear. Now, the citizens did speak. Now, you know, I'm big on that. If the citizens spoke and said, don't be bothered with it, then the council should have sat up there and said, okay, wait a minute, let's go into this. Let's look at this. And then, now we've already had a town hall meeting. We had 2. And because the motion died, we didn't necessarily have to have another town hall around that issue because the motion, it never picked up. Okay. So now they reintroduced the motion to get a vote. All right. That was fucked up how they did that, because no, we got the humming and did that. That was so nasty and so ugly. That was just nasty and ugly. Nasty and ugly. They should have tabled that until they got all the proper documentation. Because now it's like, what the fuck are y'all in a rush for? If it's only, it was only 2 weeks. Monday is the 1st. It's only 2 weeks to get the paperwork in. To say, hey, we could do this. What's 2 weeks? And that's the part that a lot of people, and I'm one of them. I'm mad as hell about that. Because no, they should have tabled that. They should have tabled that. They discovered that the same company paid for a sign truck for 3 weeks. If that big ass sign truck that she had, if wait, don't do that. Don't you do that. Wait, press pause. Don't do that. Do not do that. Here. You mean to tell me, I thought the church paid for the damn truck. They told us the church paid for that. Remember? They told us because the right reverend said that God told him that Miss Thing was going to win. Right? Look here. Don't do that. No. DC. Okay. Do not do that. Because the reverend said, okay, the man of God said that God told him that Miss Thing was going to win. Pamela Stoner Gay was going to win that election, honey. He said God told him that. And they would have that they told us that was the church. That the church had sponsored that damn thing. Because we were all wondering where the fuck you was there. We sat there wondering where the hell this damn truck come from. And they saying that this company, okay. Now let me say this. I'm gonna say this because I got to be fair with this. I've got to be fair because everything that we're pointing out here, okay. What you say? You're not gonna make it here. Listen, you know what? I'll stand in purgatory because I'm not going to other place neither. Okay, I'll stand in purgatory and I wave it. Hey, okay, yeah, call me Moses. Moses was able to look at the promised land, and he was able to look at the man and look at her, but he was just on the mountaintop. He couldn't go over in it, right? Okay, hey, okay, bring me a cookie. To be fair, with the citizens of Ward 1 and those who have been in deep opposition against this, and those who keep saying that corruption, you know, all that talk. Everything that this particular deal just did from Monday and all of the information that's coming out feeds into the narrative. That's the hurtful thing. Because whether it's true or not, the perception is there. And we cannot ignore it. Yeah? We cannot get around this. So instead of trying to get around it, bitch, we got to go right through it. So now, I said this during my run on my campaign trail. Transparency should never be fucking damage control. But what are we doing right now? We got to go damage control because this was never done right in the first place. Monday night was not done right because this was some last minute addition to the agenda. And then it got swept under because Gay sold it to those who were in favor. And we're like, oh, okay, but did not produce the documentation. They should have tabled that. And Karn should have said that. In addition to saying no, he should have said, stop, let's table this until we have the paperwork. As a matter of fact, Mayor could have said the exact same thing about an agenda item during that part of that, because as much as she grilled it, she should have said, does that need to be an agenda item without it? Are you guys comfortable with this being an agenda item without substantiating evidence for us for y'all to? That could have came from her mouth to put on the record. She said it, but not like that. You understand? So all of this here, if we're wondering why the people are not trusting it, this is prime example. I can't get around this. And everything else up until this particular point, we could get around. We're able to, folks don't like how it went down, but we're able to get around that. This one right here, no. No. And this here, now, instead of doing damage control, this ain't damage control no more, honey. We got to rebuild this because we got to come out. This here is what we say about Miss Thing, who went to the bar and cussed and get away from me! Don't touch me! Oh, don't touch me! Oh, mama! Where my mama? Where my mama? Her? Remember her? What do we say? Stop trying to talk all this bullshit and come on out and just admit that you fucked up. That's what they got to do. They got to come out and say, I fucked up. We fucked this up, thinking that we could do something good for the city, and this is a miscalculation. Whatever this is, that's what they got to do. And then and because this is Roderick's thing, because he championed this, that's gonna be that. They're gonna have to eat this, and that's what the city wants. The city and the citizens are gonna want them to come up and say, you know what, damn, give Madam Frumpy her kudos. They ain't gonna like them cookies. That's gonna be some strong medicine to take. They ain't gonna like that. Give her kudos and say, yes, she was right by calling us out and blah, blah, blah. We thought we were doing right, and we didn't. Boom. And take it from there. That's what's gonna have to happen. That's exactly what's gonna have to happen. Yes. This deal didn't start right, so it tainted. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Nope. No. Nope. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. So that's what all this is. That's what all this is. And I'm still optimistic about this council. I'm very optimistic about it because we have so much on the horizon. The problem is is that we got two newbies, and the two people who are left are the two that everybody's upset with, and they never trusted them in the beginning. Okay. The other problem with that statement is everybody who don't like them, most of them can't vote for them. So a lot of the speculation and carrying on, which is probably why Jamel is getting so much of the heat. Because I'm keep telling them, y'all giving her all the heat. And she hasn't earned that heat. That heat is for Roderick and Joe. Y'all mad at them. You putting it on Jamel, telling us, oh, she just going on to get along. No. She's a very smart woman who has her own mind and this, that, and the other. Okay. At the same time, what happened Monday, though, was a grand faux pas. That was a grand faux pas, major faux pas. And that is what has to be corrected. Point blank, period. There's no way around it. I love all of them dearly with the love of the Lord, the love of the Lord. Okay. But this is fucked up. This is a blatant go against what the people said they wanted. It's blatant. And I know the bigger picture was trying to get some coin out of this, but one of the people said Monday, I think she was the last lady to speak. And she said that according to some document she was reading, that companies like that are supposed to be given 40%. That's supposed to go back into the community. 40% of the profits of what? She said 40%, and I got to go reread that to get that right. But when she said that, I said, "Oh, wait a minute, hold up," and then I got to thinking here. If we already know that there's not enough fire departments, we don't have enough fire, we don't have enough of the protocols in place. Okay, Chief said no. We need another truck, like 2 trucks, and we need 8 more people. Okay, in order to be staffed. Right, that's us here in College Park. We don't know what the hell is going on in South Fulton. Okay, and if that's the case, if they know that to have protocols in place, then the money offered should have made sure that the protocols were in place. I'm going to offer enough to where we coming in to build this here, and we got the infrastructure to where if something goes down, we're able to handle it. You understand? 1.6 million, that sound cute, and we could all use the coin. But we didn't vet that. And listening to it, I'm listening to everything just on what I'm hearing. I still haven't heard from council to see what is in this particular bill, how, and like they said Monday night, okay, 1.6 million, that's 16. 16 divided by 4 is 4. So that means everybody got 400,000. Okay, 400, for each particular ward. Well, that's not really a lot of money, considering that with the kind of projects that we have coming up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Okay, yeah. That there is that. She must be very cool. They had the votes to recall her, so she must remember it was only 12 that got her elected, and this deal has pissed them all off. You know what? They've been talking about trying to recall her since they realized Karen lost. Okay, and the whole thing of it is this, which is what I keep saying. Bitch, it's only 90 goddamn days. Now, y'all still mad at Joe and Roderick for not showing up. Y'all mad because they held up production, if you will, and carrying on, not understanding whatever the reasons are. We mad at them? Okay, fine. But goddamn it, she's still human, and she's allowed to make at least a couple of mistakes along this way. We only 90 days in a 4-year term. What the fuck are y'all talking about recall all automatically? What has she done so significantly that you got to say, oh, recall her? If y'all don't cut that bullshit out, that's crazy. That's crazy. Because nobody went to go say, recall Miss Thing, Madam Frumpy, when she got the frown in every motherfucking body. In her first, when she, Emmanuel and whatever from Tracy Wise Center, on allegations of fraud that turned out that wasn't true. Nobody talking about recall her when they sat there and fired Darnetta Tires after 4 months of being city manager, after all that fucking money we spent to get her here and set her up, and she only served 4 months and then you fired her? Really? Where's all that? Where's that heat? See, they got this heat, and I love the heat, but damn it, and they want to say this is not racially motivated, but listen, I know what their mouths say, but the underlying current points just there. It points there, and it's not nothing against Jamaica. They want somebody white on that fucking board or on the thing to quote unquote balance out everything. Now they're not gonna say that out loud, and I just did. Because if we gonna connect the dots, let's connect them. Y'all keep saying it looks like corruption. Well, goddamn it, this looks like that's what y'all trying to do here. Now, if it ain't that, fine. I could acquiesce to it not being that. But let's call a thing, goddamn it. Let's call a thing a thing. Here, that's your pronoun, thing. Miss Thing. How about that? Mr. Thing. Let's look at that. All of this is still because they mad that Karen did not win. And okay, they keep telling James the election is over. They keep trying to tell me the election is, I'm not campaigning on motherfucking mouth. Campaigning for what? Shit, you didn't like me then. You only gave me 12 votes then. Okay? Ain't that a bitch? Hell, we know who the fuck is in damn office. Do the right thing. Shit, just because I got a mouth does not mean I'm not still looking out for this damn city. We want everything to be on the up and up. Now, yes, I'm expecting the mistakes along the way, but I'm also expecting accountability. That's the word we ain't said yet. Everybody talking about transparency. Ain't nobody said accountability yet. Because I keep saying College Park getting too much of this goddamn heat. Where's South Fulton? The children from South Fulton came over here to College Park's damn town halls and to College Park City Council. Where's College Park going over there to South Fulton's meeting to find out what the fuck they doing? Because they got a part in this too. So it's not just College Park supposed to be barbecued on the grill. And we ain't got barbecue chitlins over here. Here? What you say? You acting like Mr. Adams. Hush up. I just called my daddy yesterday. See, you're trying to get my blood pressure up and thing. I was not going to go here today. I did a little bit in the beginning and carrying on, but this is bullshit. This here is utter bullshit. And if you really want to know the tea on it, everybody who is a Bianca supporter, they are reveling in this moment because everybody playing that gotcha. See, I told you, it's that gotcha feel, you know. And instead of playing the game of pump your brakes, y'all doing too much, we trying to add that zinger in it. Okay. What am I sipping on in my glass? This is sangria, honey. This here is Barefoot brand sangria. Mm-hmm. And that's the last of it. I got some red Moscato up in there. I didn't want to mix those two because that would have been an awkward taste. I've done that before, and I was like, "Ooh, don't do that this time." So yeah, I got to finish this, and then I'm gonna refill with my red Moscato. Yes. Okay. So, all right, children, all right. Y'all got me up in here, doing this thing right here. What you saying? Telling the story tonight got you hot and mad. Don't let them get you upset and run your blood pressure. You know what, Tiff? Listen, girl. I'm good. It's just that, when it comes down to politics and things of that nature, I still consider myself relatively new to the game. I'm just one person who has an opinion, and I look at things the way that I see things because everybody see it differently, The problem that I'm seeing is that, like I said earlier, when everybody get hell bent on where their stance is, they get into here and they get blinders on, and they get to a point where they refuse to see outside of here. They close their ears off and don't want to hear shit else out if it doesn't corroborate what they are saying. I know I can get very bullheaded like that. Okay. And that there is the problem, because all I'm asking is for fairness. Folks are going to feel the way that they feel, but we're not going to do this unless we get a comprehensive outlook. We got to get it from all sides so that we get as much information as possible to make the decision. Okay. Do you like Taylor Port? Actually, I do. I do. Yeah, it's cute. It's cute. I'm more so like it to the sweet wines and carrying on. I did a wine tasting the other day and had a Cabernet Sauvignon. And I learned something. You know what? This is what I learned. And that there is, everybody know that when you get the wine, you're supposed to swirl it or whatever. And the whole reason why the brim and the thing is so wide is so that you get oxygen in it. So when you whirl it and swirl it, it's so that the oxygen can release the flavor, right? But when you drink it, you don't swallow it right away. But to take it and you let your tongue swirl it around your mouth. That way that opens up the flavor. I did that with the Cabernet. And it did something. I was like, oh, okay. Wow, I could actually do that. No, girl, no. No, I am not. I am not a fan of Merlot. I am not. I don't like nothing dry. Child, I can't stand that dry shit at it. Okay, I cannot stand that shit. No. I make do with it. Okay. See, a Merlot, that's a wine that I had to do when I'm eating, and carrying on, because the moisture from the meat or whatever, it intensifies the flavor or something like that. Or with the spaghetti, because like now I use ground turkey or whatever, but that's a wine that I have to use when I'm eating. Okay. You need to try Six Grapes brand. It's a fabulous port wine. Is it really? Really? Okay, Tim, I'm going to take your recommendation now. I'm going to take your recommendation. Now, now, you know what? I do love a Shiraz. A Shiraz is fabulous. Ooh, I love a Riesling. Thank you, Selena Johnson. Yeah, my sister friend, Selena Johnson, honey. Oh, she introduced me to Riesling. Pinot Noir. I got into Pinot Noir now. I got into it because it was on the TV. Pinot Noir. What's the name of that damn show? I always fuck it up with Titus Andromedas, honey. I started drinking it because of that. So every time I have Pinot Noir, I break into song. Pinot Noir. Okay. That's so goddamn gay. It's so gay, and I love it. Well, it is, honey. It is. Okay. So yeah, that's what it is, honey. Okay. Okay, well, come on in and check on in, Book. Hey. Do you like brown or clear? Both. I do both. However, I'm over 50 now, so I'm more so clear, okay, these days. But I still do a brown liquor, honey. Listen, there are moments where it's a brown liquor night. Now, what I have done now, whatever I start with is what I'm finishing with. I can't mix like I used to when I was a kid. I can't do that shit no more. I can't do that shit no more. Did you discuss Beyonce's new album or any Diddy news so far? I have not. I have not at all. And okay, let's go there. That's a cute little segue. That's a cute little segue. Have any of y'all heard the album? I've not heard it in its entirety. I've heard the 2 singles that were released. I just listened to Bodyguard. I listened to the song with Miley Cyrus. And of course, I want to go hear her version of Jolene. And Jolene is different. It's different, absolutely different. It's not a direct copy of the song. I think she was given permission to do her thing with it. And we do know that Dolly Parton has blessed her to do it, okay? Would I rock it? Perhaps. I think I could. This song with Miley Cyrus, honey, now I think I kind of like that one better than Jolene so far. Okay, because Miley doing her thing on that, and I didn't realize how close in vocal quality she and Beyonce are. They have the same vocal range, I believe. No, well, I say they sing in the same tones. Miley may be an octave or so under where Beyonce sings because she has a deeper register and all of that. But yeah, very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Okay. Her Beatles cover was what song from the Beatles? I don't know what song that is. Okay. I just started listening today. I love that song with Miley Cyrus. Do you, girl, ain't it sickening? I said, what you say, Miley? Okay, what it took this to because I really don't care for Miley Cyrus's voice or whatever. She does nothing for me. And for those she does, okay, cute, love it, because she has a career, okay, somebody. But this particular song here, I'm like, girl, I'm waiting to see the drag queens do that one. Okay, I'm waiting to see how that's gonna come across. That's nice. Okay. I don't like Beyonce's Jolene. Okay, I feel you. Yes, there are a few things at least as good as Texas Hold'em. Oh, okay, cool. And what song did she cover by the Beatles? And also, what is the song with Tanner Adler on it? Because I love Tanner Adler. Are y'all hip to her? That girl, and I thought she was biracial or whatever. Oh, she redid Blackbird. That really? Oh Lord. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I got to hear that. Okay, I got to hear that. Okay. I would have loved for Bae to duet with some Black country artists. Well, according to that's what I'm trying to figure out. She has they're singing on a track or something with them. Like that's what I'm saying with Tanner Adler. She's supposedly she's on either she got mentioned or something. That's what I'm trying to find out. Okay. So you said Blackbird is the song. Okay. Well, I can't play it here, of course, because they'll get me for copyright infringements or whatever. And it just dropped. So, honey, no, we're not going to do all that. Okay, no. So, yeah. As far as the Diddy thing is concerned, I'm so sick of all this shit. I'm tired of it. Okay. I'm tired of it. Oh, okay, so that's the song. She's on the Blackbird song. Okay. Well, I'll retract my statement. I guess she did do it with some other. Okay. This whole thing with Diddy and all of this, that, and the third, I'm gonna say it like this, okay? I say like this. Everybody who has that kind of money, okay, where you have become the mogul in your industry or whatever the case may be, there's going to be some kind of scandal associated. Okay. Coming from the hip hop world and coming from a world where it's okay to run your credit card down the crack of a bitch's ass, honey, in a music video, and you want to tell me that there was no sexual allegations and no sexual whatever's going on? Bullshit. Bullshit. We already know that the casting couch exists. Okay, I've been hearing that since I was maybe 8, and that's 1978. I've been hearing about a casting couch since then. Okay, so all of this sex trafficking and all this, that, and the other, we done heard about the Playboy matching ever since we knew Playboy was a magazine. We done heard about these things. We know that they exist. We know that only the elite get to these things. Why? Because they got the money to play. Okay? So this is nothing new. The problem becomes that now Diddy is associated with so much bullshit. And the fact that he paid off that girl in record time to try to get this to be hush-hush drew suspicion. Okay? It drew suspicion. Everybody got mad at Michael Jackson for paying those folks off, but he knew that's what they wanted was money. They discovered Michael didn't do none of that shit, but he was being extorted. Fine, if that make it go away. Because as long as it's out here, that means people are going to get to talking. People get to talking, and then what I say earlier, once we get these blinders on, we don't want to hear outside of the conclusion we've already come up with. We don't want to hear it. We think everybody else is lying about it. I don't care, especially now with technology being what it is. We got Photoshop, we got AI, we got all this shit that we can make a document look like something. Don't nobody want to trust it. Okay? We got AI to where shit, I can tell you this, but because somebody want to lift my voice and duplicate it and now just say what the hell they want to say in AI, how can we trust any and everything now? You understand? So at this particular point, whatever is going on with Diddy, honey, he done made it worse for himself by running, hiding, carrying on. Because whoever was there to know where all the bodies are, whoever was there that could count the skeletons, that's the bitch talking. That's the bitch talking. Point blank, period. Because they got pissed. You ain't gave them enough money yet. Or you done fucked up their operation because you found out they were stealing from you. And now they mad because they can't get no more money. You cut them off. And so now they want to spill the beans. Okay? Somewhere up in there, one of those things, if not all, are true. The way that I see it. So this thing here, child, bye. Bye. Be done. Go on about your business, children. Go on about your business. Go on about your business. And call it grace. Now they just sit up there. Y'all done about Cuba Gooding Jr. in it. Y'all done talking about Prince Harry. Y'all done talking about all these other damn names. Y'all still trying to create a fucking list. Well, what? Everybody who's now part of the Hollywood elite, I don't care if you're A-lister to a D-lister, if you was at one of them damn parties, and probably, I'm almost certain everybody was at one point in time or another, your name was on that damn list. Whether you came up in there, had a sip of damn sangria, and waved and walked out the damn door, or if you was a fucking coat check bitch, okay, that looked good, and somebody wanted to slip you $100 bill just so that you could sit up there and take a business card over here to VIP. So, whatever. Okay. So be that as it may. Okay. I can't wait for her and Lil Nas X's remix of Let's Hear for the Boys drop. You so goddamn stupid. Now, you really want to know the truth about it? I want to hear her and Lil Nas X do Jolene because, you know, he has his version of Jolene out. And it's nothing spectacular. It's just that it opened that up for me. I stunned it for it, honey. He's not a great vocalist or whatever. It's not nothing. The song itself is not, you know, it's not music worthy or whatever. But in his cute little monotone self, that song being sung by a gay man, the way he sang it, bitch, is sickening. And yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Did you think maybe they would get awarded Album of the Year finally at the Grammys? Girl, if they do, it would be a stunt, and I don't even know if I would want to accept it at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because already she's become in the history books by being the first Black woman ever to chart #1 on the country charts. So that alone is already historic and is epically historic. I'll put it that way. Okay. So now we have to see what this is, because she could have got it for Renaissance. Renaissance is a lovely album, the first one. Okay, this is part 2. Okay. So tell me, I don't know. The Grammys are that. Now she got so many of them damn things to where Album of the Year, okay. You know. In other news, apparently Lizzo was quitting music due to increasing social media criticism and body shaming. She ain't quitting shit. That girl just need to take a break. She need to take a break, sit down, reorganize, regroup, find out if she want to do something else. She want to get the hype to die down from that damn lawsuit and this, that, and the other. She'll be all right. She'll be all right because her love for it is not going to let her stay gone for long. Okay, especially when she plays the flute. She might pull a stunt and come back and do what what's the name from Outkast did. Andre 3000 come back and do a flute album because she actually plays the damn flute. So she may just do that and come back and give us a flautist rendition of all of her hits. Could you imagine that she come up playing the flute to what's my song? Worship Me, honey. Okay. Could you imagine that she just come and do a flute rendition of all of her songs? Okay. Doja Cat needs to as well. Child, listen, I'm not even into Doja Cat like that, so whatever. Okay. All them cheerings and all them cheerings and all them cheerings and cheerings and cheerings. Let me see. What I'm gonna do one more, I think, because we're at the 2. Excuse me. We're at the 2-hour mark, but it was something I wanted to show you guys. Which one is this one?
The only bird that dares to peck an eagle is the crow. The crow sits on the eagle's back and bites its neck. The eagle does not attempt to shake it off or fight it. It doesn't spend its time or energy on the small nuisance. Instead, it just opens its wings and begins to rise higher into the sky. The higher the flight, the harder it is for the crow to breathe and hold on, until it eventually falls off due to a lack of oxygen. Learn from the eagle and don't spend your time fighting crows. Just keep ascending. They may be along for the ride in the beginning, but they'll soon fall off. Do not allow yourself to succumb to these petty distractions. Keep your focus on the things above and keep rising.
Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Isn't that beautiful? What'd you say, baby? Wait a minute. Wait. It didn't put me. Good evening. I hate being late to the lives. Oh, okay. He said, I have to do better, baby. Tracy, it's okay. Sugar Plum, it's all right. Okay. Now, wait a minute. Where's the other one? I probably didn't put it up in here. Hold on. Let me put this one more up in here. Because Tracy that came up in here, so I'm gonna give him something that he can chew on, honey. Let me give you something you can feel, sugar. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I got to get the name of the other thing. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. What was it? Yeah. Okay. Let me show y'all something, because here, we keep talking about affordable housing and this, that, and the other, right? And we need to understand this, and we need this, and da. Well, honey, I want to show y'all something, and I need for you guys to pay attention. Look at this.
Welcome to the smallest apartment in New York City. So this is your kitchen. Everything's brand new, that's a good thing. This is your bathroom here. Also, fully renovated, really nice. Now, interesting part. This is your living room. And your bedroom.
Guess how much that little space was going for? And looking at it, I truly believe that there probably was 550 square feet, if that. Okay. It didn't say how many square feet it was. I know it's smaller than mine because I'm 700 square feet. Okay. There had to have been about 5, maybe 550 tops. Okay. Did you know they want $2,800 a month and they got it? $2,800 a month. You hear? I gagged. Now, according to them, that there is in Little Italy, part of New York, and I think Little Italy is that close to the Bronx, I believe? Because we got Spanish Harlem, which is, of course, the Spanish part of Harlem. Little Italy, I really believe, is if it's not close to the Bronx, then it's over by Soho or whatever. I forget what it is. Okay. Okay. Yes, honey, $2,800 a month. Ridiculous. Okay, exactly. That dollhouse limit were $2,800 a month. And here's the tea. Look at that space. I've always, and I teach it to my kids and anybody who is up under my mentorship. If you cannot afford the rent on your own, then you can't be in that place. Okay? You should not go into any place saying, okay, I'm going to get a roommate and they're going to help with the bills. Never, ever, ever do that. Because something always come up. And they ain't, either somebody is short, ain't got their part, something always come up. If you cannot afford your rent on your own, you can't be there. That $2,800 a month place don't even have enough room for 2 people. You understand? If 2 people live up in there, that's because y'all trying to be married or y'all trying to get a little groove thing together and saying, okay, this is us. You can't go up in there with no stranger or nobody who you say, oh, I'm a rent out what? And then you talking about they get to have privacy and this, that, and the other. They get to walk around. Child, bye. You ain't got no kitchen as the kitchen at the front door. For real? Yeah. Okay. That is $33,600 a year. The average American makes $54,000 a year. The average American. What about those who just at $36,000 a year? And that's just for the rent. We ain't talking about trying to get no utilities. We ain't talking about the upkeep of it. We ain't talking about your all of your necessities. That there is $2,800 a month just to have a roof over your head that catch the tea. You don't be in most of the day. Why? Because you're on a job at least 8 to 12 hours a day, sometimes more. Okay. Matchbox living? Oh, no. Okay. That's almost 3 times the average rent for an apartment in Michigan. Hello? Hello? I sit down and I marvel at that because I sound like my parents and my grandparents are carrying on. When I first got out on my own, okay, my very first apartment, I had a roommate. This was back in 1988. I was 18. And at that time, dear God help me, rent with all utilities included was $250 a month. And we were sharing a 1-bedroom apartment. I was at 870 Seward, apartment number 307. Right there on the corner of Seward and the John C. Lodge Freeway. Well, not the corner. We were the second. There was another building on the corner. We were the second building off the corner. Now, like where I am now, I've been in this place. Oh dear, Sunday is my anniversary because I moved here to Georgia on March 31st, 2007. So this will be my 17th anniversary coming up Sunday, okay? But I've been in this apartment that I'm in for 16 of those 17 years. And when I first got here, this apartment, I was renting it for $565. I'm now paying I'm paying $1065 now, so there's a $500 increase over those years, and it would have been more because my apartment now rents for what they tell me, I'm a large 1-bedroom, so this thing now rents for $1,400 a month. $1,400 a month for those coming in brand new. Because I guess I get the discount because that's the loyalty program. Yeah. So fun. Okay. $1,100 damn dollars a month for rent. $1,100. And yet people are struggling. You know, we don't trust. We do. Now, let me change that because we keep saying we don't trust people. Yeah, we do. We just don't want to trust people. And then the people who, and here's the other thing, the people who we want to trust, we can't trust. How about that? You know, a lot of us want to trust your boo things, you know, your little concubines and all that. Those are people who you want to trust. Okay. because you're trying to build something. You're trying to have a place in life and da. But no. I'm just gonna pause right there. I'm just gonna pause. Never mind. And I'm even finishing that because it's sad. Now it's just sad that here we are. We're looking for acceptance, and we're in an economy now to where just basic living is becoming a chore. You know what I'm saying? So much minimum wage, the federal minimum wage have not even risen to where it is still $7.20, 25 cents an hour. Wait a minute, I never did the math on that. Hold on, y'all. Let's do the math. Okay, let's do the math. Hold on, I gotta put my little code in here so I can open up my phone. I hate that now. The phones now, they won't let you use the phone. You got to put a code in here or whatever. And I'm like, okay. But the damn screen, I say the screen don't shut down for 10 minutes at a time. If I'm up, this bitch shut down after what, 30 seconds. So I got to keep putting the code in. So you got $7.25 an hour. Okay, so that's times 40. That's $290 a week. So you take that times 4. That's $1,160 a month. That there is gross. That ain't without taxes. So you take $1,160, you multiply that by 12 to see what your yearly is. $13,920. $13,920. That there is what $7.25 an hour make a year. And what you say, Buck? You said that's $33,600 a year. So let's do that. I'm gonna go minus 33,600. Okay. So, of course, we knew that. That's almost $20,000. So that's a minus $19,680 that you do not have to afford that particular apartment. Okay. Right. What'd you say? Minus taxes. Okay, right. Minus taxes a little under 11,000. Exactly. Exactly. And that's my point. All facts meet, and there would be no partying in that crib. You're damn right. How can you? Random question. Do you think the economy will be better after the presidential election this year? You know what? Honestly speaking, yes. Because whoever wins, the opposing team is going to go out and get drunk. They're going to get mad. Okay. Those who want to celebrate go out and get drunk, get mad. Okay. And it's going to stimulate itself. See, one of the things about elections is this. Elections is all about spending money. Now you can donate to an election, and I think you donating to them is a tax write-off. But they cannot write off the money that they put into a campaign, which is why I don't understand why it takes so much money to do it, because all this damn advertising, that should go in the trash. You are literally throwing money away. Literally. All these damn flyers and mail-outs and signs and this, that, and the other. What do you do when that shit is over? What? Wait a minute. You know what? Hold on. Let me play a commercial. Let me go. Hold on. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Okay, hold on. Let me play a quick little commercial. I'm gonna play a quick one. A quick one. Oh, let's stay with the culture. Okay.
How you all doing? My name is Jason Panner and I'm the CEO and founder of B Condoms. Today I'm going to show you what it means to have the largest condom on the US market. As we can see, I have one of our Platinum XL B condoms in hand and I have a ruler right there. The ruler is about 18 inches, right? What I'm going to show you right now is how I can actually take our condom all the way down to my elbow, right? So what you can see, we're pulling it all the way down. Now, keep in mind, not only do we have the biggest condom in the market, our condoms are also pH sensitive, they're vegan friendly, they're organic, and we don't contain any of the fillers that other brands have. B Condoms, biggest condom on the US market, takes you all the way down to the elbow. Make sure to protect the culture. Thank you and take care.
Okay. I had to do that so I don't get up and get this. Y'all look at this. Y'all see that? Yeah. This is one of my signs. Now, I had to do this one twice. Why? Because of that. When I first did it, I didn't know I couldn't use the College Park logo, right? So they dinged me for that. So I'm new to the game. I'm like, oh shit, I fucked that up. This damn thing is $50. But did just one. So I had to redo it and change my little logo. Okay. This here, these were the signs that I took with me whenever I went to go speak or had a little table somewhere, whatever, right? And this was that. This is the other one. This here, that was going to be my lawn sign and carrying on because I said, okay, this is cute. But I didn't make enough money to where I was able to mass these out. Do you know this right here? This one was $50 because this is the same poster board, right? But to get 250 of these little motherfuckers, honey, what was it costing me? They were costing me $4 a piece. So do the math. For 250. And I probably needed about a good 1,000 maybe, because I was running for mayor. So that means I had to go all the way around all of the city, which is 11 square miles. And that's just mayor. Could you imagine what it is to run on a state level when you're going for governor? Okay. Let's start county, because, you know, county is much bigger. Then you go state, because you're running for governor or sheriff. So you got to now deal with the entire state. Then you're talking federal, when you're dealing with what it costs to run one state, you got to times that by 50. The election is over now. What do I do with this shit? Now, because this is my first one, honey, you know, I'm keeping these, you know, because this is history. So, you know, and I want to frame them. I think I'm going to put them in a frame, you know, and all that, just so that I could have them and have, you know, to say we've done some things. But the point I'm making is all that money goes down. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to show y'all. I still got my push cards, because what I did was I made business card size, you know, cards to pass out to folks. Because I don't like the little 4x6 cards or whatever, because, like I said, this shit go in the trash. Folks look at it, they throw it on the ground, they throw it away. I had somebody, as soon as I turned my back, he balled the damn thing up and threw it on the ground. I was like, nigga, do you know how much I just paid for that? I want to knock him in his fucking head. You know, but I gave it to him, so it was his. He could do whatever he wanted to do with it, right? But at the same time, if you didn't want it, you could have just sat down there and give it back, you know? I had a couple of folks do that. You know, they was some people trying to get their little drink on and shit. No, man, I ain't gonna vote. I ain't gonna vote. Okay, well, cool. You know, I can't take it personally, but that's what it is. Okay. So, but I truly believe that, yeah, after this presidential election, honey, it's really going to be a telltale with how we do things. Okay, yeah. Do you love ATL? I lived there from 2011 to 2014. You know what? The ATL has done me swell as far as me being a real adult. When I lived in New York introduced me to my adulthood. Okay, I was 25 at the time, and it introduced me to my adulthood, and it introduced me to who my spiritual connection is to God, the infinite universe, the omniverse, as I like to say. New York did that for me. Okay. Atlanta introduced me to my adulthood because I came down here. I was 37 when I moved here. And so that introduced me being out of, again, being out of state, understanding country living and understanding the South. You know, it helped to dispel the thing. I always thought I wanted to be a country boy at heart until I got here and realized, no, the fuck I don't. Okay, because I romanticized it. That's what I did. I had romanticized it and carried on. And then I got down here, and some of these folks are just backwards and hillbilly and all the stuff, all of the stuff that we say that we think are stereotypes. I've run into them. Now, the thing of it is, I don't fault them for that because of their circumstances. So again, understanding the surroundings, you know what I'm saying? But what I do fault is that damn shiftless shit, that feel as though they can't get ahead unless they talk to white people in a certain way. When I saw that and experienced that for the first time like that, I said, oh, hell no. Oh, no. Mm-mm. I refuse to believe that even exists, because I did not believe I was witnessing that with my own eyes. But, I can't necessarily fault them for that because that there was what they know how to do. And you talking about these folks were older than me. So this is stuff that they knew what to do. And that's what got them by. That's what kept their bills paid. That's what, I can't fault them for it, but I just don't want to be that. You know what I'm saying? So here in Atlanta, it has afforded me everything, honey. The radio show would not exist if I wasn't here. This here, what we're doing now, this is considered to be TV because we're YouTube and then Facebook and then we have the platform. But I started off on Blog Talk Radio, which I'm going to return back to. That and well, maybe. I'm saying that because we building a brand new radio station. WTEA is coming. We're trying to launch this summer. So I have an entire station, not just a show. I'm excited about that. Okay, I'm so excited about that. I can't wait until we get it up and running. I've written 2 books. I've been in 6 independent films. I have a Tyler Perry credit. Y'all can go see me, and I can do that all by myself. I'm the only background talent, but y'all can catch me, honey, walking up the street. I'm in the scene where they're about to introduce the love interest when they're feeding the homeless children at the church, and the girl was stealing from the store, and the shop come out and says, "Stop her, stop her." I'm in that scene. If you look on the street, you'll see me walking up the street, and I got to duck up under the tree because the branch was so low, I had to duck up under it. So, yeah, I'm in that scene. Okay. And I walk like my mama. So y'all see these hips swinging, honey. You can't miss me. Okay. So that's what Atlanta has been able to do for me, hang out with celebrities and carrying on. I met a lot of celebrities here. And yeah, so it's done me swell, and I've been here long enough, and then running for mayor here in College Park, that has set my bar so high now, to where now I think some of the stuff that I'm dealing with right now, as far as my mental status is concerned, is now trying to move into that next space. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I've got a taste of this, but oh my God, what does this mean? you know. And I don't want to say that I'm fearful. What I am going to say is I'm not where I want to be in my head, you know, but I know God is going to give me everything that I need, you know, to sustain myself. Because even looking at the mayoral run and looking at stuff now that y'all heard me talk about the politics of it all, I still got to work for a living, okay? And everybody else does too, but they're in a better financial cabinet than I am, okay? So, and then a lot of them now are also entrepreneurial, okay? They're not going to punch a clock, okay? They're going, you know, they could set their own hours and this, that, and the other. So it's easy for them to say, okay, I'm not going into the office today. I can go here because we got to go here to this meeting. We got to go to that meeting. Or because I'm an elected official, we done took off a week because we got to go to Washington, D.C. to talk to the Congress people. And, you know, I got to go meet with the governor, you know. And I'm looking at that and I'm like, bitch, wait a minute, honey. Are you in, you know, I had to question whether or not I'm in my league, because I don't have that kind of time to take off like that and then be gone and, you know, trying to keep my household afloat. And when I look at it from that particular perspective, it's intimidating. But at the same time, I know that we can get it done. You understand? So now, like I'm in the process of putting an awards presentation together. I wanted to do a full awards show, but those can be a little redundant. And when we went to the Black History program that we do today, they did an awards program. You know, that a lot of that was the award, and I was like, oh Lord, I don't want it to look like this. And they had the same feeling and carrying on. No, so I want to do something different. And in order to do it the way that I want to do it, it's going to require a coin. Because, you know, to have the entertainment and carrying on that I want to be there, how I want to set this up, I need a good $50K in order to pull this off, you know, the right way. Now we could do a, you know, half-ass the budget, but it won't be stellar, you know. So we got some things down the pipeline. So, but to answer your question, I'm saying all that to answer your question. Do I love the ATL? I love the ATL. I can't stand the politics of it, though. I do not. I am not a fan of the politics of this shit. I am not. I am not. I am not. Okay. Because the politics of this motherfucker is crazy. Okay. Mine is Texas. Right. We said that earlier. Okay. They are building 3-story houses here and calling them condos in poor areas here for $2,100 a month, pushing the middle class and poor out. Honey, listen, that's all. I want you to understand something. See, we got the wrong fight going on now. We so antiquated and thinking that it's still black and white. It's beyond that. It's beyond that. We are now the haves and the have-nots. Okay? That's what this is. It's always been that way, but now it is relative. It's relatively apparent and it's relevant to what's going on now. Either you got it or you don't. Okay? And those who don't will have to be in those areas that nobody wants to be in, that nobody wants to sit down and you know, we could gentrify the shit out of it. We'll come up in there and renovate it for somebody else. But because you don't have this particular means or this particular lifestyle, we'll leave it just like that for y'all. Because y'all don't want nothing anyway. You ain't going to do nothing but tear the shit back up. And ain't that sad? That there is sad. And what's even sadder is the fact that we got folks who subscribe to that fucking narrative. They'll sit down there and think that that's all they're supposed to have. They don't know what to do with something brand new or that looks decent, or try to raise their kids to appreciate what it is. Why? Because there are a few of us, just a handful, who feel as though, oh, you're supposed to do this. And so that little handful have now established a narrative that fits the fucking collective of everybody that we all are up under now. And so the government and those power folks are just for the photo ops in politics. That's the photo ops. For them to sit down there and say, oh, it's that time of the year where it's time to give back. Let's do a food drive. Bring all of your canned goods and things here, and we can sit up and load them up and give it to those who are in need. Or it's cold outside. We really need to get these coats. Let's do a coat drive. Bring your delicately used coats, and we can give them out to those who are in need. It's Christmas time. We don't want a child to be without a toy. Oh, they got to have something up under the tree. Let's do the Toy Drive Foundation. Bring toys. We could wrap them up and give them to the needy. Those less fortunate, those who need help. You become a fucking photo op. Then to come in to say that this is what we did for our poor folks. See, I'm Miss Millie. I'm the mayor's wife. I've always been good to you people. I've always been good to coloreds. Photo ops. Okay. Or we're going to create a program so we can get these folks cleaned up and off drugs. We're going to create this program that's a job-ready program where we show you how to use computers and show you computer programming so that we can sit down and say that we helped you out and helped out the less fortunate to where you can change your circumstances. Now, changing my circumstances means I done went from being homeless to now I'm the working poor because you done put me on a job that's paying me $9.50 an hour. Put me in a place that I can't afford because the rent is already $1,100 damn dollars. So after so long, honey, if I can't maintain it, honey, you're going to put me out again, so I'm back out in the streets. Yeah. Ridiculous. No affordable housing here anymore. Honey, affordable. Let me tell you something what I learned about the word affordable. And this is here, we're working on economic development for the city. Affordable means it is affordable to the people who they wish to attract to live there. The construction workers and the developers and the builders come in to build property, and they say it is affordable there. So she's saying that I bought a home for $375,000, a condo even, okay, means that I must be making somewhere to the high six figures in order for $375,000 to be a steal. Remember, the reason the economy is the way it is not the current president, it's because of what happened during COVID. Of course. Oh, we know that. Of course, darling. Of course. Of course. COVID came in. Let's put that into perspective because Agent Orange wants to sit down there and have something to say about that. What he did was created this goddamn scare tactic and things with this damn virus and shut down the damn country, which we had to. Okay. But in order to get us back out, they done flooded us with all this damn money. Okay, which is something that we knew was needed. See, here's the thing. We knew we needed it because everything stopped. Everything stopped. But now, how do we get the economy running again when everybody's scared to come outside? You got to get masked up and this, that, and the other. We scared to come outside. Could y'all believe that was less than 4 years ago? 4 years ago. No, it was 4 because it was 2020. It's 4 years now, and we're here. We done bounced back so cutely to where and some of it's like a blur, isn't it? But all the money, see, black folks who keep saying, "Oh, when Trump was in office, when he was in office, all I know is I had money." Bitch, you was getting the damn free money. Y'all got the unemployment. We got the extra unemployment, the COVID unemployment. Ha! Of course. Okay, of course. Yes, everybody. Shit, you went out there. You was able to get flat screen TVs. You was able to sit down there and get real crab legs and shit. Okay? Stock your refrigerator. Bitch, you didn't have to worry about selling stamps because everybody had them. You had a surplus for the first time. Able to take care of whoever. Okay? Mm-hmm. Chamba. Where am I at? That's the last 3 months of your rent right there. Hello, right? Okay. Oh yeah, my signs exactly. Okay. It's crazy to watch them revitalize what we could do ourselves. They're bringing flower boxes, trees, and a community watch. Of course they are, darling. But listen, they bringing that in there so that, of course, when you know about housing developments and carrying on, it's all about making sure that we change the appearance so that we can get more money for it. We always could have done that. We've been creative. Hell, we took arts and crafts and know how to do little stick shit, get your popsicle sticks and some Elmer's glue or whatever. We know how to sit up there taking some construction paper and this, that, and to cover up a can. We got all them damn soup cans and shit that we could repurpose for planting things and all this, that, and that. We know how to do all that. We just got lazy. We don't want to take the time to do it. We don't want to apply ourselves. Elderly and disabled can't find housing. It's ridiculous. And here's the thing. They don't want them to. See, one of the things that we have here, a lot of our seniors and legacy residents. I love that. Okay. And the legacy stakeholders, okay, who have been the foundation of the community. A lot of them are still in their houses. When they lose their house because either it's overwhelming, they can't take care of it no more. You know, they don't want to be in it because the spouse has passed on or whatever the case may be. The kids don't want the damn house, you know, which should be the legacy house for the family. But the kids, all they see is money. I'll sell that house, we get the money off that. So then the seniors have nowhere to go because a lot of them are on fixed incomes. The senior high rises, at one point in time, I'm going to be very transparent with this. I used to get upset every time I turned around. It was a senior high rise. This is only for seniors, only for seniors. I'm like, and that was a young man at the time trying to sit up there and get him the place. I'm like, well, where the fuck, if everything is for the senior citizen, where the hell am I supposed to live? You know? But now that I'm approaching that age, as a matter of fact, shit, depending on where you're in AARP, huh, they sent me everything at 50. Okay. And now if y'all listen to the commercial, they saying a senior citizen is 55. Okay. If you're 55 and over, you can apply. Okay. So, yeah, but the whole thing of it is they don't want them to. And part of it is because we're living longer. We are living longer now. Okay, so they haven't put that into the context yet. Everybody usually died off and carried on by the time they're 65, 72, you know? And so when we got octogenarians and carried on as centenarians, 80, 90, 100-year-old and carried on, and they still here? Child, shit. And are capable of making decisions in this. Yeah, they don't know how to handle that. But who wants to live around the ghetto undesirables and all of their hip hop crimes? Not me. You say all of their hip hop crimes. Okay, now see, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute, let me put that back up there. You said the ghetto undesirables. Okay. What makes them undesirable outside of behavior that can change? Okay. Now, outside of that small little handful that don't want shit out of life, let's remove them because I'm not talking about them. We're talking about everybody else who have to succumb to the whole idea of ghetto undesirable, that label. Okay, because they poor and because they are below means and this, that, and the other. Okay. And you say hip hop crimes. Now, that's very racist. That's a very racial statement. I don't want to get upset because I'm trying to understand that. Okay. Hip hop crimes. Okay. Which means that now you have attributed this into, well, shit, let's call it what it is, because you just said black folks. Okay, we ain't putting nobody else up in here. I don't hear nothing about Latino, no Asians, no white folks, no nothing. Ghetto undesirables and all of their hip hop crimes and all of their hip hop crimes. Wow. I don't know how to I don't know how to take that outside of the way that I'm taking it. Because that's some fucked up shit to say, number one. Number two, crime is crime, baby. Crime is everywhere. Because you talking about hip hop crime, but what about the motherfucking white collar crimes out there? All them bitches that we done just seen a whole heap of them that's up there and just tried to take over this motherfucking country by breaking into the White House and all that old bullshit under the name of being a fucking patriot. That wasn't no goddamn hip hop crime, motherfucker. That was a whole goddamn army of people saying that they love this goddamn country that everybody live around every goddamn day. Now, to answer your question, nobody wants to be around those who are considered to be the dregs of society, or let me bring that handful of folks that I threw away for a minute. That handful of folk that don't want shit out of life, that sit down and make it hard for everybody, that sit down and only want handouts, that only want X, Y, and Z, don't nobody want to be around that bullshit because it's negativity. And it does not grow. That's a weed. Just like a weed in the flower pot. That's a weed. Nobody wants to be around that kind of bullshit. Nobody. Whether they do hip-hop crimes, whether they do espionage, whether they sitting up there doing white-collar crime, don't nobody want to be around that bullshit. Period. Okay? Everybody deserves to have some sense of happiness and understanding and all kinds of growth and opportunities. Okay? But when you gave up on life because everything that you've tried has always been thrown in your face, or you don't have the means to matriculate and to move on and to grow because you get stuck in the rut, yeah. And for those who don't know how to, those who let their pride get in the way, don't accept the hand up, those who are looking for handouts, those who don't want to take it because they feel as though I'm too proud for welfare, and then those who want to be pimps, ballers, and shot callers, and thinking they're doing something and ain't doing shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. ... I'm going to leave that there. After COVID, everything changed. Yeah, it did. Kids don't want the house, but want the money. They don't want to take care of the elderly. Okay, you know what? That's a mic drop moment right there. Hip-hop crimes. I'm done. Yeah, I was done too, because I was trying not to let it rile me. Crimes is every neighborhood, from black to Italian to Mexican. Of course it is, yeah. Of course it is. But on that note, let me let this thing go because shit, I was supposed to be gone almost an hour ago. And hell, we done sit up here and went. Shit, this is almost a 3-hour show. But in any event, I thank you guys for coming and keep this conversation going. But that goddamn hip hop ghetto undesirables and all of their hip hop crimes. Now, damn it, if that ain't the goddamn post for the day, because that just hit me in all of my crawl. Yes, poor unlettered blacks. Who do you see on the news carjacking and shooting every night? Okay, apparently you want some damn TV time and some camera time, because when you say unlettered, you mean as in don't have letters behind their name, as in uneducated or unlearned, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. But let me get impudent demagogue. Okay, apparently I looking at this picture, you must be one of the black folks. I'm assuming. Okay, and that you're not one of the poor unlettered blacks. What letters do you have behind your name besides demagogue? Okay, since you try to be G-O-D, all right? And you say who you see in carjacking and shooting every night. I don't see that every motherfucking night, because on the news, honey, I'm seeing all kinds of folks. I see all kinds of people on the news doing all kinds of shit. I'm in Atlanta, so honey, hey, black capital, but I see white folks getting up there who like to run from the police, who don't get shot by the police when they beat the police ass, who sit up there and cuss the police out and tell them what they is and ain't gonna do. So let's not do that, because see, the argument that you're bringing, it can get very, very, very that way. Okay. And all of that, because see, now you're trying to act like you want these little bougie bitches and carrying on, and that's fine if you're bougie, but don't act like that crime is not everywhere, and don't act like that you better than your neighbor because you got a couple of dollars. Okay, I'm black and refuse to live around middle or lower class blacks due to the nigger element. Hip hop culture has eclipsed the bourgeoisie proverbial Huxtable. I'm black and I refuse to live around middle or lower class. How in the fuck are you talking about you refuse to live around middle or lower class, but you up here motherfucking on YouTube? Most of the folks who got that kind of coin don't think about a goddamn YouTube page, man. Okay, I'm gone. Good night, y'all. Good night. Okay. Tiff. Good night, baby. Okay. Hip hop culture has eclipsed the bougie proverbial Huxtables, and then you spelled that wrong. Oh Lord, have mercy. Let me let you go because you just want to talk. And right now you're getting an emotional response from me, and that there is not necessarily an intelligent way to have this, because you're entitled to how you feel. But at the same time, don't tell me about you not wanting to live around middle or lower class that you sit up here on the fucking YouTube page. Because those who got that kind of money ain't worried about a goddamn YouTube podcaster, Mr. Man, and how you don't hang around that kind of good night. You know, he done just pissed me off, y'all. Let me let y'all go. Okay, because that's some bullshit from the pit of hell that it came from. And there's no way that I'm going to sit there and accept that as a real answer from somebody who's sitting up here watching me on fucking YouTube, that you don't hang around middle and low class. Bye, bitch, bye. I'm gone. Good night. I can't even do my little ending. Let me cut this shit out right now. I'll talk with y'all later. Peace.